A victory, you can call it, for Shelby Township today in a battle over chemical contamination surrounding an old Ford Visteon plant. A judge has denied Ford's request for a protective order that would have kept some information sealed from public view. 7 Action News investigator Scott Lewis first exposed this battle over a toxic mess last week. And Scott, this decision by a judge today to open up some of this information, did that come as a surprise?
Well, it certainly came as a welcome surprise for Shelby Township's lawyer, Stephen. He was expecting the judge to issue a protective order, and the only decision would be what to put in that order. But things changed when the case hit the courtroom. A battery of 8 lawyers lined up before Judge Richard Coretti in a tangled lawsuit over a toxic mess. It involves this old Ford Visteon plant sold to a Chicago company that's tearing it down for redevelopment. Ford knew there was contamination on the site itself, but recently this scientist working for Shelby Township discovered the contamination had spread to groundwater in this huge chunk of adjoining land sold to another developer.
We've got possibly 75 million gallons of contaminated groundwater that we know of.
Lawyers couldn't agree on what should be in a protective order requested by Ford, and Shelby Township didn't want any protective order at all.
So we're here this morning to hear argument on what the appropriate language should be and then to enter that order.
But after some back and forth arguments from attorneys, Judge Coretti changed his mind.
It seems to me that we're at a juncture where it's not necessary now to enter a protective order.
That's a victory for Shelby Township.
From the township's perspective, we want to have our expert go on the site right now and tell us what's there, and we want to be able to share that with the public because that's our duty.
On undeveloped property next to the old Visteon plant, the township scientists found 2 chemicals used for degreasing that he says could cause human health problems. This area in pink is about 1,000 feet wide and 2/3 of a mile long. Just to the south, there's a new subdivision that uses underground wells for irrigation. The president of the Homeowners Association says they're going to do some testing of their own.
We're within 400 feet or so of where the suspected plume is, and we want to make sure it's not any contamination coming our way.
Ford issued a statement this afternoon saying the judge's ruling is really a victory for everyone involved because it allows Ford to access the adjacent property for further testing to see if this contamination has in fact moved. The statement says Ford is committed to doing what's right for the community and the environment. Now, Judge Coretti said that if Ford sees a need for something specific to be sealed from the public down the road, they can bring that to him to be decided on a case-by-case basis. I'm Scott Lewis, 7 Action News. Diana, back to you.